Time for some Alaska headlines, taking a look at what is going around this great state here as of Monday, July 31st, 2017. The latest missile launch that happened on Friday out of North Korea has been confirmed it could hit Alaska. If it had been on a more flat trajectory, it actually even could have hit Chicago or New York. There was a plane crash in Lake Clark National Park on Thursday. The pilot, who was the only one on board, was killed, and the National Transportation Safety Board is investigating. Governor Walker says that he's working on a tax bill to be up for consideration sometime this year because we need to fix the revenue problem. So his best solution is to tax all of us to help pay for government. The latest word on the port of Anchorage is that it is in serious danger, at risk of collapsing into Cook Inlet. At least 85% of all the goods that come into Alaska come in through that port, and up to 95% of all the food consumed in the state comes in through that port. If they have to shut down the port of Anchorage for any reason, it could put a hurt on the entire state. Now they're saying that unless some major repairs are done, it is seriously at risk of falling into the ocean. And that's as it is. If there were any kind of seismic event at all, it would most likely go in like that. ConocoPhillips reported earning $199 million in 3 months in Alaska. It's an indication that perhaps the oil industry may be on the rebound here. Alaskans held rallies across the state over the weekend in Juneau, in Fairbanks, and in Anchorage, thanking Senator Murkowski for her no vote on the health care reform issue. A couple of other stories. A caribou that was attempted to cross the runway at the Deadhorse Airport was struck and killed by a plane that was trying to land at the same time. That's a question of timing, isn't it? Eielson Air Force Base was put into lockdown on Friday morning because of the actions of an individual. They didn't really elaborate, except that it was troubling, and so they did a complete lockdown, and then it was resolved. There was a garbage-eating grizzly bear that was killed up at Deadhorse, I believe on Thursday. Basically, she was a 300-pound sow who's been there for her entire life. She was 10, and she had 2 cubs that she was teaching how to get into the trash. And so the cubs were captured, taken to a zoo. The mom was put down. A number of other stories that we don't have time for in a short video. If you'd like to become a subscriber at radiofreespeech.com, you'll get 30 to 40 minutes delivered directly to your inbox every morning by 5 a.m., Once again, that is radiofreespeech.com. If you'd like to have a free sample, see what you're missing out on, send me an email, steve@radiofreespeech.com. And if you have any news tips for me, I'd appreciate that as well. Once again, that email, steve@radiofreespeech.com.